Alola Pokemon trainers, this is GatorX, and today we're going to be talking about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but it's a bit of a meta discussion as far as, the release and some of the trailers surrounding Sun and Moon, not so much a discussion about what news could be, because really there's not that much news, and that's what we're here to talk about today. Now, a lot of people have been getting relatively anxious at the fact that there is not a lot of news for Sun and Moon as of late. Now, the thing is, because it's Ultra Sun and Moon and not an additional game. It's a sequel, an alternate version, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just going to go ahead and talk a little bit about that today, almost similar to what I did on Tuesday. This is a live discussion for any of you who happen to be here live, but I'm only doing this because my default video recorders weren't, and oddly enough, live stuff works even better. So it's Friday, so let's just go ahead and enjoy this newsless day. Now, so far, the only thing we know about it is 40 seconds worth of footage, and the games are coming out in only a few months of November later this year. It seems like, shouldn't we be getting more trailers? Shouldn't we be getting more news for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, to at least give us some information about it? We already have a lot of information about it to a degree. Now, this is again Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, a follow up to Sun and Moon, whether it be an alternate version, sequel, whatever it ends up being. A lot of the groundwork was already laid with Sun and Moon. First, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon announcing the legendaries, announcing any new Pokemon, announcing the starters. We've already got that from last year. We know the starters are going to be Rowlet, Popplio, Litten. We know the legendaries are going to be Solgaleo and Lunala, or at least some sort of alternate versions of them, or some sort of alternate version of Necrozma if you've hopped on that conspiracy theory. We already know what all the new Pokemon are going to be since they were revealed last year. Now, last year we did get a whole bunch of trailers for Sun and Moon, and to a degree, almost too many. A lot of people, in a way, kind of complained that, yes, we got too many trailers for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, or sorry, regular Sun and regular Moon, and there wasn't enough mystery or anything, or there was too much revealed. So it's a complete change of pace to today where, again, it's already nearly mid-July and all we've got is 40 seconds worth of footage about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. We can really think about this because going back to, say, Black 2 and White 2, Emerald, Platinum, Crystal, a lot of the trailers for those games were pretty short or small if you can remember far back enough. But then again, back then, trailers weren't exactly done the same way they are done today, or at least they were with Sun and Moon. Because Sun and Moon, again, there was a trailer almost every 2 weeks announcing something relatively big. And even if it was just a trailer, like in a half-minute trailer announcing a Pokemon like Salandit, that's still a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss, analyze, look at, watch, and get excited for. Now, it's interesting, though, looking at the parallels between Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and again, Black 2 and White 2, which a lot of people have been doing. At least here in the States, we got Black and White in 2011, Black 2, White 2, 2012, and then 2013, we got X and Y, which was the debut of a brand new generation on a new handheld console, or at least the current handheld console. This exact pattern will carry over to Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. But again, the parallels are pretty interesting because near the end of the lifespan of the 3DS, we get Sun and Moon, a brand new generation. We get a follow-up to it in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon the very next year. And then the next year after that, it could be possible. Maybe we'll see Generation 8 on the Nintendo Switch for Pokemon. And, let's please stop talking about Sinnoh remakes because they'll probably come after Generation 8, potentially on the Switch. But again, let's not talk about that right now. Little bit of sense because Black 2 and White 2, even though they were relatively big-ish games, bigger games compared to, say, like Platinum, Emerald, Crystal, they were more of a follow-up. And we don't know exactly what Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is going to be. It's seeming a little more like it's going to be an alternate version, say Platinum. But for the most part, with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, there's not a lot to reveal because for the most part, a lot of the groundwork was already laid with Sun and Moon. Say with Black and White, there was a lot to add to Generation 5. There was a lot to establish as far as mechanics, new Pokemon, new battle animation and everything. And then when they were making Black 2 and White 2, it was like a lot of the groundwork was already laid, so they could very easily just make another game that's still more story, still has new forms. And then while that's going on, kind of in the back, devoting most of their resources towards developing a brand new generation on a brand new console. So potentially the same thing could be happening with Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. This is another game. It's a new game. It's coming out later this year, but a lot of the mechanical groundwork was already laid with regular Sun and regular Moon. Also, that small, I cannot remember what it was revealed with. I think it was like Pokemon Daisuke Club or something like that. But for the most part, some people are talking about some people are speculating about it. Just go ahead and follow Joe Merrick on Twitter. He's the creator of the, Cerebi. He's saying, yeah, they just do stuff like this all the time. It's a fun little thing. It doesn't even really mean anything. For the most part, it's just kind of there to like build hype, get you excited. It's the one with like where they're showing off and Deoxys and Ultra Beast, and they just have special artwork for it. It's nothing to get excited about. And the thing is, it's almost like we're kind of clamoring for some sort of news, some sort of reveal. For the longest time, I had been that way because, I'm thinking someone like me who ends up making theories and speculation and discussion videos, I'm like, yes, I need more fuel, basically, to get something to talk about with Sun and Moon. But for the most part, I've kind of set aside Pokemon for not completely set aside Pokemon, but it's kind of on the back burner while I'm getting excited for other things, say like, Splatoon 2 coming out next week. Part, I think it's time to, and I'm actually getting a call. I think it's time to this year right now. A while ago I had mentioned actually that we should prepare ourselves for there not to be a Pokemon game release this year, and that we should sort of calm down and sort of enjoy whatever we do get this year, and not just with Pokemon, but with Nintendo in general. But now that we got Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, some of the excitement had been brought up at least about a month ago when it was revealed. And now that we're not getting a lot of news, I think we need to come to this point where we realize, yes, we're getting brand new games. We just need to hold off and wait till they come out to, play them. They're not going to be huge, groundbreaking as regular Sun and regular Moon. I hate that we have to call it regular Sun and regular Moon. They're not going to be as groundbreaking as those games were because, for the most part, again, the groundwork was already laid, and we've already played those games to a degree. Well, we've already played Generation 7 to a degree. Slow and realize that very likely next year we will be getting Generation 8 on the Switch. Well, okay, not very likely, but at least the patterns are sort of seeming like that. It really is seeming like, a lot of alternate versions are kind of made to hold us over until the next game is released, until the next, big game. And just looking at the patterns, every time there's like an alternate version or even remake with Generation 6, because we didn't get an alternate version, Generation 6. But anytime there is a sequel or alternate version, the next game to come is a brand new generation. Need to enjoy Sun and Moon, enjoy Ultra Sun and Moon, and on top of that, enjoy Gold and Silver Virtual Console coming out later this year, which is going to be pretty cool. Honestly, I personally think so. You think with a comment down below, and I'm very sorry for any of you watching this live. I kind of saw your chats and I didn't get to answer many questions, but I will probably be doing a big full interactive live stream later this weekend. Potentially, we'll see what will happen. But like I said, let me know what you think with a comment down below. Ultra Sun and Moon, do you think we should be getting more news? Do you think there should be more trailers, teasers, or more information? Definitely, I think there should be something as far as like, oh, here's a little bit about here's a little bit about the alternate story. Oh, here are gym leaders returning, if they return, that is. Have to wait and see. Very likely, I think maybe we'll just get like a more proper trailer, maybe in late July, that just kind of says, oh yes, these are alternate versions, here's everything. The interesting thing though about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, the official box art has not been revealed yet. I suppose that's something else you could talk about completely later on, but like, I don't think it's so much, but we'll just have to wait and see what else Pokemon announces for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like and subscribe to show your support. You can also click the bell icon next to the subscribe button to make sure you see each new video as it comes out by enabling notifications. This will also make you a member of the Chingling Squad. Rex, have a nice day. And all of you watching live, enjoy as I look over here and then just like stop the broadcast. The chat though.